Joe lives in a palatial estate. He owns his own land. He has the American dream.
Yes.
And it all came from very humble beginnings. Fair?
I guess. Yeah, sure.
No, it's not. No. Joe, what's the smallest space you ever lived in?
Oh, man. My mother's insides. No. No. That was not the answer you were seeking?
No.
Okay. College?
College? Where'd you live in college?
Ocotillo dorm.
Oh. Well, did you have a roommate or were you in a solo?
So I had a suite mate. So we shared a bathroom.
Okay.
And my room was actually pretty big in Ocotillo. I would have some friends come by, and they would say, "Geez, there's 4 of us in a room this size, just in another place over."
Well, how did you land that?
I told them I had a chronic illness and I needed my own bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
And
they said you can't do that, but you can split one.
There were rooms that had their own bathroom. They decided that for some reason they wouldn't do that for me.
Not for you.
I got to share the bathroom with a guy, and yeah, the rooms were actually, a pretty, I'd say, standard bedroom size.
Really?
Yeah.
God, I just remember getting into my dorm, and it was just so dinky. And we made the most of it. I mean, we lofted.
You used the cinder blocks and everything?
No, come on now. Come on. What, cinder blocks? This gave me an excuse to buy power tools. Are you kidding?
What did you do? Did you hang it from the ceiling or something? What did you do?
No, not quite, but I definitely, we did some 4x4 stilts, built that thing up there. I put a queen-size air mattress on top.
Huh.
I was living in the lap of luxury. Yeah. All to try to maximize space. And you, too, could do the same thing if some of the proposals to downtown Phoenix come to fruition. Have you checked the rent in downtown? It is
pricey.
Kind of stupid. Yeah. It's kind of stupid. What if you could get into a place for, say, $1,000 a month? Now all of a sudden you're like, cool, I'll go live downtown for $1,000 a month.
Yeah, you would.
I would have done that.
I mean, I would let somebody. I've got an open room right now. I'm looking at $1,000 a month, no utilities. But you're saying I could live downtown and I wouldn't have to deal with
list.
I wouldn't have to deal with me?
We're not doing a Joe's Book Marketplace here, buddy. Room for rent. If anyone's interested, contact me.
No. So I want to understand here. You're saying $1,000 a month downtown.
Yeah.
And you don't have to have a roommate.
Yeah.
What's the catch?
It's a dorm.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, so you have like hundreds of roommates.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So they did a big study.
Every time you go to the bathroom, you've got buddies there.
Yes.
I'm assuming of the same gender.
Well, however they identify.
And what about is it just the bathroom, or do you have to share some other stuff too?
Well, you have to have a shared kitchen space as well.
Oh, well, that's awesome. So you don't even get to cook in your own abode?
No.
You have to sign out time when you're going to use the stove?
I guess, or maybe it's first come first serve.
Oh, that's
not exactly sure.
That's good. So if somebody gets there and they're cooking like a 2-hour feast, and you've got mac and cheese to make, you're just waiting for a couple hours.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome. Sign me up.
So we have a pretty sizable vacancy downtown. It's above the national average. We're at almost 1 out of every 4 buildings is vacant. A study identified 28 buildings. They said 9 million square feet that could be converted. And every 20,000 square foot floor could fit, they say, roughly 50 beds plus shared kitchens and bathrooms. So doesn't that mean that it'd be a 400 square foot dorm then, right? 20,000 divided by 50? Did I do my math right on that, Joe?
I don't have it in front of me, but it sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically you'd have a hotel room just without a bathroom. They say development cost could be anywhere from $170,000 to $300,000 for a traditional studio, and the rent would be $850 a month to $1,450 for a typical downtown studio. And again, with a shared bathroom, and kitchen.
Yeah, so you're
no
saving
plumbing.
$600 a month, and you just have to share a bathroom and share a kitchen.
Yeah.
Not-
I also talk about the potential for co-living units, which means you get a roommate in there, just like you're in college. You just pack them in. Shared kitchen, shared bathroom. You know, it was fine for me when I was 18, 19 years old.
I think even if you were probably like 23, you'd probably be on board
can-
for this.
I can't do it right now.
No way.
I just could not do it right now.
Dude, there is no way I would do this either. Once you live on your own and you get rid of the shared walls and you've got your own space, and
Yeah.
like there's just something like as you grow up and you know you get a girlfriend, you get serious about dating, like do you really want to say, "Hey, let's go home," and oh yeah, you have to use the bathroom. There's going to be 30 other people in there too. Like it's just not a real attractive
No.
selling point.
No, not for me at all. And especially the older I get, the more I want my personal space. And here's where I think that this doesn't necessarily fit, and I could be wrong, but I don't think it fits the identity of Arizona. We've talked about the identity of Arizona today, right? And I think one of the appealing factors of Arizona is there is still this sort of implicit promise of the Old West. Go west, make a name for yourself. You can own your own land. You can do your own thing. There's a certain independence with being in the Southwest, and I think this is the antithesis of that. Now, maybe if you're in a downtown metro, it doesn't matter that's all just a pipe dream anyway. That you just can't do it. But for me, there is still this promise that you live in the desert Southwest. You can still have your own little piece of land, and you don't have to have a shoebox that you're sharing with someone else. If I wanted to live in a tiny little shoebox in order to save some money and have shared bathrooms and shared kitchens, we go to New York, right?
Or the Silicon Valley, yeah.
I mean, we are not New York. We are not Silicon Valley. We're trying to steal things from Silicon Valley and not make the same mistakes they did. And I don't see that. I mean, I understand that this is some viability and they're trying to figure out solutions for some people. But I don't think that this solution jibes with the identity of the valley.
It doesn't make sense for residents, and it really doesn't make sense for builders other than it beats having completely vacant buildings. You said, what was your stat
That's true.
just a minute ago? You said
23%.
You said like 1 in 4, basically.
Yeah.
But when you consider commercial real estate, it is far more advantageous for builders to put businesses and to rent out office space than to go to these office to dorm style conversions too. They're making more money to put businesses in them when they can actually get businesses to take them. The reason they're considering this is because it's better to get something and consider a dorm as opposed to have a big empty building and get a big fat zero.
So this sounds like a Phoenix problem to me, that we don't have enough demand for the office space.
It's a post-COVID valley problem, absolutely.
Are others? You think other cities are having the same post-COVID problem that we are? I'm sure that the national average is higher than it was in 2019, but we're above the national average.
Well, dude, just consider our office building right here in the valley. It used to be a whole other side of the building as well. And post-COVID, we realized we don't need all that space. What are we? You remember your first trip here? I think I walked you over there, and I basically said, "Yeah, here's storage. Nobody really comes over here and uses any of this."
That's a great point. We've halved the size of our station without having the size of the staff, right? Yeah. And also, I would say that our third floor is vacant now, isn't it? We have a 3-floor.
Aside from, above us.
There
I think so. And
architecture firm up there, they're gone.
Well, and honestly, the second floor, nobody's moved into that other half that we had used as well. They remodeled it, but nobody's moved in there.
So you're telling me I could have a dorm at my workplace?
Yes, Chris.
Boy,
yes,
that just sounds better and better every time you mention it, Joe. This is great. My God, I could just never leave and not have access to bathrooms.
Don't tell the boss that.
Oh,
you know,
sounds like a real perk here.
The boss is gonna hit you up. She's gonna, Chris, we would like you to live at work, and it will be your new home.
And no pets.
And we will let you shower right in the toilet. Maybe the sink if you are nice.
Thanks for watching The Chris and Joe Show. Click to see more from Chris and Joe and tap the button in the middle to subscribe to KTAR News.